Hey, it's JMV, and I only talk about the best, and that is Big Red Liquors, and they do it again with their secret deals. What it is, a speakeasy weekly text at BigRedLiquors.com. That unlocks Big Red's lowest prices. Every Monday, Big Red announces deep discounts on items that are on sale in stores Monday through Wednesday of that week. They do that by text. Thus, you are in on the big secret. The secret deals at Big Red Liquors. Log on and find out more. BigRedLiquors.com today.
In the second half, was it her game or the shots just going down, or was it the fact that Indiana's physicality defensively was allowing them to get into transition, allowing Kelsey to get within the flow of the offense a little bit?
Yes, and I don't think there was any real forced shots. I think all the shots that she took from first half and second half were shots that she knows that she can make.
A minute she played in the first half, it led to her being more energized in the second half, leading to a better product on the floor defensively for the Fever.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, honestly, like when you have the opportunity to kind of sit and watch, see how the game is being played, you know that the other players on the floor who are getting hefty minutes, they're getting hefty minutes on the Vegas side too, so they might be a little winded, a little bit more tired, a little less legs, a little more fatigued. So coming out and trying to be that Energizer Bunny, it's not always with points, you know? Started with the defense, started with a good pass, started with transition, and seeing if you could find your teammates. And, I mean, she went 3 for 3 from the three-point line. And so she clearly had the legs to do so on top of playing some really good defense and being a Nat.
Yep, that ties the season high for Aria McDonald. She set that against Chicago earlier this year. As we move on now, Sunday, it's against the Chicago Sky in Chicago, 3 o'clock tip. Pregame coverage on 93 WIBC at 2:45 because the Fan has the Brickyard 400. Are we seeing now? I know it's only 2 games. We have to see it more, especially on Sunday. But it felt like even though they lost that game on Tuesday night against New York for 2.5 quarters, it felt like there was some consistent play for the Fever without Caitlin Clark, and then they come out tonight and they play a solid 40-minute basketball game.
Yeah, and you know, I think they're still trying to figure out what their identity is outside of Clark, but I think it's very similar to what it is when they have Clark. And Coach Stephanie White says that the ball moves a lot quicker, and it's a lot more touches amongst people within the same offense when Clark is out, and I think that's what they're kind of betting on to get the wins that they need to get.
Bria, have fun on Sunday and safe travels to Chicago and back to Chicago.
Thanks so much.
Tonight, Indiana victorious over the Las Vegas Aces, 80-70. Have to identify the Payless Liquors player of the game. I've got some notes from the win tonight as well. All that coming right here on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Radio 1 is seeking a general sales manager to lead our sales operations in Indianapolis. The ideal candidate will bring a strong track record in sales leadership, team development, and revenue generation across both traditional media and digital platforms. This role requires a bachelor's degree and 2 to 4 years related experience and/or training or equivalent combination. To view the full job listing and apply, go to urban1.com/careers. Applicants are subject to a background check. Radio 1 is an equal opportunity employer.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. Choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more at the grand opening of the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com.
Cover me! Did you know up to 50% of outdoor water use is wasted? And did you know that there are things you can do to help change that? Indiana American Water suggests that you water early or late in the day to reduce evaporation. Also, be sure to fix any leaks and skip watering when rain is in the forecast. Consider rain barrels, mulch your garden, and use drip irrigation for your plants. Be water wise. Conserve today, sustain tomorrow. Find more conservation tips at Indiana American Water's Wise Water Use Resources at indianaamwater.com.
Hey everyone, it's Jake from Payless Liquors. Charlie said sell it, so stop by one of our 26 family-owned locations and stock up with these great deals. Seagram 7 half gallons and Hennessy pints for $19.99, On the Rocks Fifths for $17.99, and Mick Ultra 12-ounce 12-packs for $16.49. Get Canadian Club half gallons for $14.99, Corbel Brute for $11.99, Kendall Jackson VR Shard for $9.99, and Delola Spritz Fist for just $2.99. Why pay more when you can pay less here at Payless Liquors?
This is the soundtrack of summer.
Some memories last forever.
A cow says,
some memories thrill.
This is a roller coaster.
Some memories chill.
Listen to the lemon shake-up.
And new memories are waiting at your Indiana State Fair. Presented by Get Prepared Indiana. Save now on discounted tickets.
We need each other because every someone needs someone else.
We need each other because when we work together, we can do so much more.
We connect more children with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. And that's what Child Fund is all about.
Because when you make someone's world better, you make everyone's world better.
Child Fund, because we need each other.
Learn more at childfund.org. That's childfund.org.
Welcome back. It's the Fan post-game coverage of the Indiana Fever win over the Las Vegas Aces, 80-70. I'm Eddie Garrison. 3 games going on tonight in the WNBA. We'll recap one that's gone final, one's at halftime. Let's start with the game that you heard right here on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Indiana 13-12 this year. Las Vegas 12-12. The Aces were going for their 4th consecutive win tonight. Indiana snapping the 3-game winning streak. And had Vegas won, it would have been the first time this year that they were 2 games over 500. Indiana has only accomplished that feat once. They will look to make it twice on Sunday, 3 o'clock against the Chicago Sky in the Windy City. That coverage will be heard on 93.1 WIBC. This station on Sunday at 2:45 will be airing the Brickyard 400 right here on the Fan over at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's take a look inside the box score of tonight's Indiana Fever win. Nobody scored more than Kelsey Mitchell tonight. She was fantastic in that second half, scoring 14 of her 21 points tonight. She led the Fever and all players in that category. She also dished out 4 assists, and the effectiveness was not there. 2 of 10 the first half, 6 of 14 in the second half. So a much, much better 20 minutes of play in the last half of the game for Kelsey Mitchell. That's more on par with how she has performed this season, but she still found a way to lead the team in scoring in a night where they needed some offense in the second half because it was struggling there for a little bit. 4 players in double figures, just highlighted Mitchell. Second in scoring tonight is your Payless Liquors Player of the Game, brought to you after every game by Payless Liquors. Get more on Payless at Payless Liquors, and that is Natasha Howard, 18 points and 13 rebounds. That is the 6th double-double of the season for Natasha Howard. She also had 3 steals and an assist. She hit her only 3-point shot as well in the win tonight for Indiana. In that third quarter, she was arguably the best player on the floor for Indiana because they were sputtering a little bit offensively. They went through a lull. Stephanie White calls a timeout. They start to get things together in large part because of Natasha Howard. She scores 11 points, 3 of 3 from the field in the third quarter, 5 of 7 at the foul line, and she grabbed 5 rebounds in that quarter. So she was what elevated Indiana in that 27-15 output in the third quarter. By the way, that means free curds tomorrow at Culver's. Go to feverbasketball.com/Culver's for all the details on how you can claim your free cheese curd tomorrow at Culver's. That's why Natasha Howard, not because of the Kurds tomorrow, but her performance in that third quarter, her ability to deflect a couple of offensive rebounds in the direction of Aaliyah Boston tonight. Each of them had a nice number of terms of O boards tonight. Howard with 5, Boston with 4. Overall, once again, Howard 18 points, 13 boards, 3 steals, and that's why she is your Payless Liquors Player of the Game, brought to you after every game by Payless Liquors. Get more and pay less at Payless Liquors. The aforementioned Boston tonight, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and she also struggled with her shot coming into the game. She had performed well against Vegas, scoring over 20 points in each of the previous 2 outings. 6 of 18 tonight was Aaliyah Boston. Sophie Cunningham has been a consistent player for Indiana for the last 2 to 3 weeks now. She scores 15 points tonight, 4 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 on 3-pointers. She has now hit multiple threes in 6 consecutive games for the Fever, and it was her 3rd consecutive start for Indiana as well. 15 points, 3 boards today for Sophie. And then rounding out the starting 5 is who was the X factor with Natasha Howard in that third quarter. And that was Ari McDonald. 9 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals in the win for Indiana. And she had the dagger late. Let's take a listen back to the highlights of this one.
First free throw good, but a misfire on the second. It's rebounded by Sophie Cunningham. Ari McDonald across the midcourt logo. Give and go with Boston on the left perimeter. Pass right wing. Sophie catch and shoot. Yes! And she stays high. Here come the Fever left to right. Tosh passes left wing. Sydney. Little shake on the bounce. Kicks up top. Aaliyah for 3. Good! Bow, bow, bow. 3 ball for AB. Fever within 1. Timeout, Aces. Fever down 1 with the ball. Coulson left elbow. Bounce pass to Boston. To Mitchell. Top of the key. Howard sizes up a right wing 3. It's good. Tosh Howard with a go-ahead 3. 31-29. 3.5 minutes to go in the half. And at the half, it's the Fever trailing the Aces 41-35. McDonald picks up the dribble at the foul line to Howard. Aggressive and 1. Driving from the right baseline into the paint. Banked it in, plus the foul. Aaliyah quarterbacking the offense. DHO to Lexi. Skip past Sophie. In rhythm 3. Oh! Big splash! Nothing but net to equalize at 51. 3 threes for Sophie as she wears 3 stripes on her shoes, and now it's a steal for Ari. In transition right to left. No numbers, slowing it down. Howard, right perimeter, guarded by Gustafson. Handoff hole, blow by Lexi, extra, left block, Aaliyah kicks, McDonald for 3. Got it! From the left wing for the lead, 54-51, under 4 to go in the third. Left lane attack by Lloyd, no. Rebound, Coulson. No numbers as she takes it front court left to Lexi, finds a cutting Kelsey, who banks it in, offside. 69-60, Fever, largest lead of the night for Indiana with 7 minutes to go. Timeout, Vegas. Each team now called for 3 fouls in the quarters, not a bonus situation yet. 2:27 left, Fever ball, up 7. Ari left elbow, gets it to Kelsey, feeds inside, AP for 2. 75-66, 2:18 left. Timeout, Vegas. From the shadows and into the spotlight. The Fever were down by 8. Now they lead by 9 late. 8 on the shot clock. Ari at midcourt. Ari drives left. Step back 3. Hits it from Hawkins. 78-70 Fever with 33 seconds left. There's a dagger. Final score, Fever 80, Aces 70.
And that last 3-pointer from Ari McDonald tied a season high. It was her 3rd on her 3rd attempt. Indiana did not get much production from the bench tonight. Only 4 points coming from Sydney Coulson in 18 minutes. She went 2 of 5. Lexi Hull continues to struggle, missing all 5 shots in this one tonight. And in the game Tuesday night, she was 2 for 10. So Lexi now 2 for 15 in her last 2 games, and she missed all 3 3-pointers, though she did make other contributions, 2 rebounds and assists, a steal and a block. She was +7 tonight for the Indiana Fever. Damaris Dantas appeared in 2 minutes in the first half, did not score. In fact, didn't even register a statistic other than a turnover. And then Michaela Timpson played 7 minutes in the second half. She missed her only shot, but did grab 4 rebounds for the Indiana Fever. As a team, they shot 41% tonight. 11 3-pointers for Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, and Ari McDonald with 3 apiece. As a team, they were 11 of 23 for 48% and missed 3 of their 14 foul shots for 79%. Indiana, 17 assists on 29 made baskets. As a team, they collected 9 steals and a block and turned the ball over 13 times. And quickly here with the Las Vegas Aces, they were led in scoring by Asia Wilson. No surprise there. The 20 points for Asia Wilson tonight, the fewest points in a game in the last 2 weeks. In the last 3 games for Vegas, where they were winners, she was averaging over 31 per contest. So Indiana did a really, really good job tonight defensively on Wilson. She was 7 of 17, 20 points and 6 boards. Nalissa Smith, she was a midseason acquisition from Vegas. She was previously with Dallas, and she's making a handful of starts now since being traded to Las Vegas. 10 points, 10 rebounds tonight in 26 minutes. Jackie Young had 19 points for Vegas. She was second in scoring behind Asia Wilson. 3 games in total tonight. 2 other games were going up against the Indiana Fever. One is final. One is just getting underway in the second half. We'll start with the one that is final because Los Angeles has now won 4 consecutive games with a 101-86 win over the Connecticut Sun. The Sparks are 10-14 on the season, and Connecticut now 1-14 in the last 15 games. Kelsey Plum leading all scorers with 30 points for Los Angeles. Dearica Hamby with a double-double for the Sparks, 20 points and 11 rebounds. On the other side for Connecticut, Tina Charles led them in scoring and rebounding, 24 points and 10 assists. The other game that's going on right now features the next opponent for the Indiana Fever. That is the Chicago Sky. They're down 15 points. No Angel Reese tonight for Chicago. And with a minute elapsed in the third quarter, it is 43-26. Seattle over Chicago at the moment. The leading scorer for the Storm is Skylar Diggins, who recorded the first ever WNBA All-Star Game triple-double and set the assist record with 15 assists in that game less than a week ago. Tonight, 14 points and 4 rebounds for Skylar Diggins for Seattle. They're 14-10, and Chicago is 7-16. They are led by Camila Cardoso. She is 1 point away from a double-double, 9 points and 10 rebounds. On the season now, Indiana, Las Vegas, they are done. Indiana wins the series 2-1, and that's important because these 2 teams are neck and neck right there in the playoff standings. Coming into tonight, Indiana was 7th, Las Vegas was 6th. So with the win, they flip-flop. Indiana is now 6th in the WNBA standings. Vegas is 7th. Next up, Sunday, Chicago Sky, Indiana Fever, 3 o'clock, 2:45. Pre-game coverage. Nathaniel Finch will have that on 93 WIBC. You can watch that game on television as well on ABC. Indiana currently has a 2-0 series lead over Chicago. That'll wrap up the post-game coverage tonight. Indiana victorious 80-70 over the Las Vegas Aces. ESPN Radio is next. Thank you for listening to post-game coverage right here on The Fan.
Hey everyone, it's Jake from Payless Liquors. Charlie said sell it, so stop by one of our 26 family-owned locations and stock up with these great deals. Seagram 7 half-gallons and Hennessy pints for $19.99, On the Rocks Fist for $17.99, and Mick Ultra 12-ounce 12-packs for $16.49. Get Canadian Club half-gallons for $14.99, Corbel Brute for $11.99, Kendall Jackson VR Shard for $9.99, and Delola Spritz Fist for just $2.99. Why pay more when you can pay less here at Payless Liquors?
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. Choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more at the grand opening of the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com.
Cover me!
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16 Pro. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Hand sanitizer. It's lavender.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check this pocket. Oh, mints?
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins. I'm a mom. Wait 1 sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
It's our best iPhone offer ever. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line, $100 plus a month on experience beyond finance agreement, $999.99 and qualifying forwarded. For well-qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay off via virtual prepaid card allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
But Tara, have you seen him in the punt, pass, and kick video from when he was a kid? He was a mammoth kid. I'm not calling the guy overweight. I'm just saying he's never been svelte. So I'm surprised that he knows svelte when he sees it. What do you got next, Tara? Big deal, not a big deal here on Amber and Ian.
I got one more for you guys. A photo of a Chuck E. Cheese employee being escorted out of a Tallahassee, Florida location. Handcuffs has gone viral, and police say the incident involves a man facing credit card fraud charges. Tallahassee Police Department officers are seen in a photo that has spread across social media, arresting the man while he's in a mouse costume. Officers responded to the Chuck E. Cheese location. Regarding reports of a stolen credit card, the female caller alleged she had video proof of the man in the costume committing the crime, and she was at the location to confront him.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why I find that part of the story so funny. Big deal, not a big deal, Aaron.
You know what? I'm going to say this is not a big deal, and this picture is just so perfect. Like what is their line again? When you're a kid, or whatever. Where a kid can be a kid, right? That's Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid. Like the slogan is perfectly laid out. You have some kids in the background. Why would the guy still have the mascot head on as he's getting arrested? Wouldn't an actual police officer make him take the head off? There are just some things about this picture that make me think that something may be a little bit amiss with this story. I'm going to claim not a big deal. We bring in producer Rachel, who has some thoughts on the Chuck E. Cheese situation. Mia, before you weigh in, what do you got, Rachel?
So when I looked this up, apparently they were going to take him outside of the Chuck E. Cheese to arrest him and put him in handcuffs, but they saw that he had started to resist. That's why the handcuffs went on while he was still in the Chuck E. Cheese, which leads me to believe that's why the head was still on the mouse.
And you
Rachel,
can resist?
Yeah. You can resist.
And have the head stay on? Surprising.
More so, Aaron.
More the cops wouldn't take the head off.
More than anything, though, folks, my thing is you had to keep the head on, because if you look in the far foreground of this photo, you see two innocent little girls. Do you really want to crush their hopes and dreams and take the head off of Chuck E. Cheese? I certainly do not. I'm 4 for 4. Big deal, because I care about the future of America. Aaron, you have young kids. I don't want to crush their hopes and dreams. And also, shout out to the boys in blue. If he really did commit credit card fraud, okay, cool. They got their man, and the kids may be traumatized for life, but at least they, didn't see the man behind the mask.
I have a couple New Yorkers we're doing the show with tonight. Mia and Tara, both from the general New York, New Jersey area between the two of them. I hate to admit this because I've lived in New York and I consider myself a pizza snob. The pizza at Chuck E. Cheese, not bad. Not good. But definitely for chain pizza, you can do worse. Now, if you get in one of those ball pits, I'm sorry, you are crazy. You're asking for some kind of new strain of COVID that hasn't even been invented yet. But the pizza, not half bad when you go to your local Chuck E. Cheese. Amber and Ian, Aaron Goldhammer, Mia O'Brien in for the crew. Coming up next, there is one U.S. state that only has 2 escalators. What is it? We'll feature it on Amber and Ian next.
Hey, everybody, it's Rich. Coming September 2nd to ESPN Radio.
The Rich Eisen Show. Paul Rudd, Pittsburgh Steelers numerologist Paul Rudd.
Benny Cunningham, 89. Larry Brown, 79. Nailing it.
Rich Eisen, weekdays from noon to 3 Eastern. Coming September 2nd on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.